Halloween at Warrior Field for this matchup between your Little Rock Christian Warriors and the Wampus Cats of Conway. Tonight you got me, Trey Gardner, and I am here with the famous Warrior dad, Stephen Brannon. Stephen, welcome to Warriorville.
Thank you, Trey, man. I'm excited to be here. I think you have famous confused with infamous, but I'm happy to be here, Trey. This is going to be a great night, great matchup, crisp, cool air. It's football weather. Let's get it going.
It is. You know, we had so many games this season where we just kept saying, where's fall? Where's fall? Where's fall? Football weather's here, just like you said.
Yep.
And I welcomed him to Warriorville. He's got kids here. He's been here forever. I meant welcome to Warrior Vision. So we are excited to have you with us. You know, Stephen, looking out on this crowd, and we know it's Halloween, and we didn't think we'd see a lot of the little kiddos tonight, but man, if y'all are on your way, get here. We need you. This is a big game. This matchup is between the Wampus Cats, who they come in undefeated. They come in 8-0. You know, they've got us this week. They got Bryant next week. We have one loss. So the winner of the game tonight has a pretty good shot at holding on to that number 2 seed going into the playoffs, which is a bye week. Kickoff by Brody Bost. And like we are used to, goes all the way into the end zone and hits the R. So, Stephen, what are you looking for tonight from our Warriors? What do you think we're going to see from these Wampus Cats?
Yeah, obviously the Warriors are pumped up. We talked to a few of them before the game started, and they're really looking for revenge. I don't think last year was indicative of who we are, and I think they want to prove that tonight. No,
I agree. You know, of course, late in the season, playing up in 7A. We had some injuries last year when we went to Conway.
Yep.
Still have some injuries tonight, but, last year we played them. No Tristan, no Kemp. Tonight, no Kemp, but we got Eli playing quarterback, and Tristan's back after missing last week. So the Warriors won the toss, deferred to the second half, so Wampus Cats take offense first. There's a miscommunication.
Yes,
there's a fumble, and there is a Warrior touchdown.
That's it. What a start.
Who got that? 33. That is Reese Hall. The sack, the hit on the quarterback, that was Malachi Mumphrey. We've seen Malachi play at a high level week after week after week. Quarterback, there was a miscommunication with the running back. Oh, my goodness.
Just the start we needed, Trey. That's exactly what we needed. What a gift.
Wow. I don't even know if you call that a scoop and score. Malachi knocked the ball into the end zone. Reese picked it up. Touchdown.
Yep, the players are juiced. Obviously, really glad to see them focus and get a big play right out of the gate.
Brody Bost on for the extra point. Kick is good. And Brody probably kicked it over the buses that time. Wow. Stephen, that was 9 seconds into the game.
Yeah, that was just the start we needed. And like you said, Trey, there are still plenty of seats. We've been here before when it's been a sea of humanity, but plenty of seats. Would love to have some more fans out here to make this home field advantage work.
Wow. I'm speechless, and I don't need to be speechless because I need to be talking, but wow.
No,
but you just saw there was that miscommunication between the quarterback and the running back. And Malachi just appeared.
Yeah, he had one goal in mind, and that was to get to the backfield, and nothing was stopping him.
Wow, and then Reese just had the mindset, saw the ball on the ground, ran into the end zone, touchdown Warriors. So, 11:51 left to play in the first quarter. Warriors lead 7-0. Brody Bost on to kick again. And this one again. Oh, this one goes to almost to the top of the R. Brody is excited.
Yeah, what a statement play. I hope we don't let up here. I hope we keep the foot on the gas and do it again.
Well, and so many times in the big games this season, our defense has, bend not break, but a lot of times they've had to do it from behind. And so, now they got the lead.
Yep.
It's the second play that they're on the field, and we got the lead. All right, Conway lines up. One running back in the backfield, receiver in motion. They're going to run it up the middle. C.J. Jones with the tackle. Get him down. There we go. Pickup of about 8. And we expect Conway to run.
Yep, and they're going to be good at it too. So it's one of these nights where you got to put your emotions aside. You can't let yourself get down. Keep your head up, and just remember the fundamentals. Right, that can't be beat. Fundamentals can't be beat, and come with it every play.
Yeah, and that was number 1, Trey Harris. He's now gone off the field, but that was the running back for Conway, Trey Harris, senior running back. I mean, those are some big guys they've got in motion there. Another running play. They're going to get the first down. Malachi trying to strip that ball.
Yep.
They do get him down. Big pickup, though.
Yeah, and that could be a little bit too much juice. You know, you want to make a big play, but it's more important to make the tackle there.
To get him down, that's right. Blake Hoibu was in there, got the first hit on him, but Malachi was able to kind of hold on. He was trying to strip the ball, but able to get him down on the ground eventually. So 1st and 10 for the Wampus Cats. Now they have 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers out to the right. This is number 11. He's going to be taken down after a gain of 7.5. So we'll probably say 2nd and 3. Conway's moving fast. There we go. There we go.
Yep. Good stop there.
Don't forget, top of your screen, you'll see our text line, 501-331-6200. Send us your questions. Send us your comments. Tell us, shout out to the football players. We'd love to hear from you.
So clearly they're good with running the ball. You think that's an all-night thing, or is that just establishing the run?
I think it's both. I think, Conway is going to – they're going to run until we stop them is basically what they're going to do.
Yep. Looks like another hurry-up situation.
So another first down, all rushing for Conway so far. Here's the pass. Complete for a first down, missed tackle. Malachi, though, gets him down.
Yeah, that's tough. He was out there on an island like that, a quick comeback route, and there was not much to stop that. You just hope you can make a tackle on the spot.
So, wow, they are moving fast. So it is 1st and 10. It is outside the 10-yard line, so they can get a first down, or Trey Harris can just take it into the end zone.
Yep.
So that is a touchdown for the Wampus Cats.
Again, I just really hope they keep their heads up. You didn't expect them to not score. You don't expect them to not put up points. You got to be realistic. It's going to be a fight out there tonight, and so hopefully they keep their heads up and turn around and get their own points on this offensive drive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to score. What they come in, they average 45 points a game.
Yeah.
So now the defensive coaches, they'll get the film, they'll get some kind of input from our coaches up here in the booth. What did you see? What are you looking at? They'll make some adjustments.
Yeah.
They'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, this is definitely the game. You can't wait till halftime. You got to make some adjustments early. Be ready for anything and adjust to what you see.
But the good thing is, it's a tie ball game, and our offense hadn't been on the field yet.
Yeah, exactly. That was the best possible start we could have asked for.
So, all right, Conway on the field.
Trey, I talked to Eli just before the game started and asked him if he was nervous, what's he thinking, and of course, naturally, humble kid. He said he's just honored for the opportunity. He's excited, and that was my first chance to see him up close. He's built like a rock. Like,
yes,
we're talking about a
is.
good frame, and he's proven himself in that last game. That's all you need to know about him. How he navigated the team, led the team to that comeback. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and you forget when you talk to him, he's a sophomore.
Yeah, that's wild.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, that's wild.
Crosby Kier on for the kickoff for the Wampus Cats. It's going to be taken by Malachi Mumphrey around the 10. A little whoop-de-doo by the Warriors. Ball ends up on the ground, but Gabe picks it up, gets up to about the 20. So, yeah, they had some kind of play, razzle-dazzle they were doing there.
And sometimes those work. Sometimes you learn from them real quick and keep them in the back pocket after that.
Yep. All right, so you talked about Eli. Let's see what he can do. He's got Jackson Ward in the backfield. Tristan, like we said, is back. So we've got Tristan and Ryan here on the near side, man on the far side. Jackson's going to run it. Look at that hole.
Yes, great.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, tonight could be a good night to feed Jackson. You know he's hungry. He's got something to prove.
Well, how about us picking up 9 yards on the first down run? All right, they've got Connor Smith in at the tie. That's Connor in motion. Jackson again, up the middle, first down.
Yep. Yeah, I like it.
Love it.
I ask us the same question. You think it's establishing the run, or is this an all-night kind of thing? With Eli and
this one,
sophomore.
This one is we want to get Jackson in a rhythm. We want to give Jackson as much as he can run.
Yeah.
But no, we will not. We'll throw it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. No, it's with Tristan back and man. They've got man in man coverage right now. Okay, here's a little screen pass to Jackson. Knocked out of bounds. Pickup of about 4.
Like it. Confidence builder. First game of the first pass of the game.
First pass completion. Way to build, like you said, for Eli to build his confidence. Guys up front are doing a great job. We got a quote from the Conway coach on his defensive line. I'll share after this play. So Eli hands off to Jackson. Jackson makes a cut, but this time they do get a stop. No gain on that one. But so, we know we were looking at the Conway roster, and it's 3 columns, and I was like, I'm not used to seeing a 3-column roster. That's how many players they have. But their coach said, we'll rotate 10 to 12 defensive linemen, and that will be our strength.
That's amazing. It's a whole roster of guys.
It's incredible. Little Rock Christian has 5 offensive linemen, and then 6 when Braxton comes in. And so they're just going to keep them fresh all night long. All right, Eli, this is what we love to see. As long as he gets down, there we go. Look at
Quite the slide.
That was a slip and slide.
That's great. That's great. We'd love to see that thread of wheels all night long.
Well, and that is something that Eli has brought to the offense. Jackson again. Look at that hole. Pick up about 3. So let's get these big guys up front. Number 56, Lucas Moore is your right guard. 76, Clayton Moran Lucas is your right tackle. Clayton is your right guard. You got your center is number 60, Aiden Rogers. And I'll get the other 2 after this play. Oh, that was good pressure. And just a good leg tackle is what that was.
Yep. And I know I sound like I'm repeating myself, but just they got to keep their heads up.
Yep.
They're going to make tackles. They're going to get in the backfield. But you can't get down about it.
So your other big guys up front for the Warriors, you got Christian Lewis at the left guard position and 52. He's 53. 52, Skeet Boshears at the left tackle. Eli looking for a pass. Ryan Burkett with a catch. Hold on to that ball. First down, Warriors.
Wow, what a throw. Threaded the needle right there. First pass scrimmage. That was impressive.
Well, and we saw this in the North Little Rock game. Ryan is a senior, and he steps up when they need him to.
Yep, and he trusts him, you can tell.
All right, there we go. Another pass. No, they're going to say incomplete. That was a good throw, though.
That looked real good. Yep, that looked real good. Yeah, Eli just needs to establish, 1 or more players he trusts, and clearly he did. Threading the needle on that last play. Now he's starting to air it out, maybe starting to feel real good.
Well, in that play, it was into traffic. There were 2 Wampus Cat defenders there, but really Ryan's the only one that had a chance at it.
Yep, and he put it right where he had to.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Jackson Ward in motion. Eli back by himself. Line's doing a good job. Eli's on the run. Eli gets out of bounds. Let's see this. They're going to spot him about a yard and a half short of the first down.
Love that. Love to see the wheels. Like I said, keep the defense on their heels. Keep them honest. If they start creeping in the box, maybe some more QB draws, whether on purpose or making it up as he goes. I really like to see a mobile quarterback.
Oh, me too. Hey, I'm not really able to I misjudged the size of our windowsill up here, but if you want to come trick-or-treat Warrior Vision, we got candy for you. They're going to spot him.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Yeah, they're going to spot him a little bit short. It's going to bring up a 4th down decision. DJ Williams coming in. Blake Hoibu coming in at the running back position. So we would call this the big package. But Eli is going to just push.
Oh. Timeout.
Timeout. Who? Timeout who? Us?
Warriors called the timeout. Yep. Coach
All right. Well, Warriors called a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout with them. So thank you for joining us on Warrior Vision. You're watching Warrior Football on LRCA Athletics. We'll be right back with you.
Yep. Hey, Trey, that was on me. That wasn't Coach Grimmett that called the timeout. Looked like Coach LaCroix and some others saw something they didn't like.
Yeah, Coach LaCroix is the offensive coordinator, and then you've got Coach Edmondson as the passing game coordinator. So different play this time. What do we got now? Oh, we got a flag. Ball start. Now we're going to punt. Brody Boss coming into the game to punt.
That's tough.
See it?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I still didn't see it.
Yep.
All right, I said punt. I forgot we've got Brody. This is a field goal attempt. So Brody's going to line up for a, was that a 47?
That's through.
And it is
What a
good.
kick.
And it had about 10 more yards on
What
it.
a kick. What a kick. That's what we needed. We came away with points. It wasn't 7, but in a game like this, every point counts.
So last week, Brody kicked a 49-yard field goal, and that was a 47-yard field goal. So 4:58 left to play in the first quarter. We're still in the first quarter. Your Warriors lead 10-7. Conway return team coming onto the field. Warrior kick team coming onto the field.
Trey, any prediction on what you see with this possession? You think Conway keeps running the ball, or are they going to start airing it out?
They're going to run it until we stop it. I really think, if we can get them in a second or third and long, I think they'll have to pass.
Yeah.
But as long as they keep getting into second and shorts, I think they're just going to keep running those two running backs right at us. All right, Brody. That one's going to be returned. Caught about the 2-yard line. He got to the outside. Brody's the last one that can get him. Collins Davis not going to catch him. That is going to be that's number 3, Cambrian Blackman, junior, running back wide receiver. Has offers from ASU, UT San Antonio, and UCA. There is a flag on the play. So that is not going to be a 98-yard. Well, of course you get a 98-yard return when someone holds.
Yeah, I think I could pull that off.
Wow.
Although I will say, right about the 40, he turned on a gear I hadn't seen before. That was impressive.
One of the things, he has a 6'7" high jump. So when he's a receiver, I can see them floating the ball up for him at times. But, boy, Warriors on the good end of that call right there. So, Wampus Cats First and 10 from the 26-yard line. All right, Conway. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right side, the far side. Another run. This one gets all the way through. No flags I see. CJ tries to get to him, doesn't. That's going to be a 74-yard touchdown run by number 11 for the Wampus Cats.
And man, Trey, I think that could be a problem all night when you can't tell the difference from this play and the last one because of the speed, the athleticism that Conway brings to the table. We better bring our A game.
Wow.
Bring it quick.
So 2 Wampus Cats with pretty long runs back to back. First one called back for a hold. Second one makes it into the end zone. PAT is good. So 4:31 left to play in the first quarter. The Wampus Cats lead now 14-10. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back with you on Warrior football. All right, welcome back to Warrior Stadium. Conway just took the lead with that 74-yard touchdown run, so they lead 14-10. Crosby Kier for the Wampus Cats set to kick. Got Gabe Schroeder and Malachi Mumphrey are back. It's going to be a short kick, but Gabe's going to pick it up off the bounce. Gabe has the speed. We just need the hole.
That was a good cutback. He did what he could with it.
Yep, he did. Got it all the way to the 25.
Hey, we showed a lot of promise for that last drive. I think there's nothing to hang our heads about. I'd love to see him go out and do it again, eat up some more yards.
Well, you know, again, they're averaging 45 points a game. Warriors average 37 points a game.
Yep.
This is going to be a high-scoring game.
Yep.
You know, we knew that coming in. So, you know, their defense hadn't stopped us yet either.
That's right.
This is Jackson Ward. It's going to be taken down, about a 1-yard gain.
I was talking to Jackson earlier tonight, and I asked him, I said, do you have any jitters about maybe an upset or something like that? And he just looked at me with a blank stare because he doesn't see it as an upset. He sees them as ready to take on anybody, anytime. And that's an awesome attitude. Not only his attitude on the field, but off the field. Great young man.
Well, I thought you were going to say he asked you what jitters were.
That too. I don't think he's heard of those.
All right, Tristan Watson in motion. Low snap, but Eli picks it up. Finds Tristan on the sideline. It's going to be tackled. They're going to say he was inbounds. About a 5-yard pickup. Bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that was on a rope, man. I've been really impressed with Eli tonight. Yeah. This is a great start for him. Not trying to do too much.
First text in tonight. The Warriors are looking good. This is Coach LaCroix's mom watching in Alabama. Well, thank you for watching. All right, Eli again. Let's see. Going to be pulled down. They're going to mark him short. Warrior fans are not happy with that spot.
Nope.
It's going to bring up, wow. I mean, I thought it might have been 4th and 1. They're saying it's 4th and 2.
Yep, that's a rough spot. Looked like a face mask, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was that or possible, you know, grab it on the shoulders. But Gabe Schroeder's going to come in with the punt. You know, Gabe has that, you know, first of all, Gabe, phenomenal soccer player.
Yeah.
He punted for the team last year some. He does run out to his right when he punts. And so that really set up a fake earlier in the season. This time he is going to punt it. It's going to bounce out of bounds at the 42-yard line, so Conway will have that ball on their own 42. Got another text in. First, happy Halloween to all Warriors. Number 2, thanks for broadcasting each week from the Davis family in Wilmington, North Carolina. Thank you guys, as always, for watching us in Wilmington. We've got, you got 2 grandsons on the field, and then, of course, your son is our doctor on the sideline. So always appreciate you guys watching and for sending your messages in. All right. So they did stop us. Now we get to see if our defense can do the same. 3 receivers out to the right. This is Trey Harris for the Wampus Cats. Going to be stopped. Get him down. Get him down. Ball came out. He was not down, but they had blown the whistle. They did blow the whistle. Yeah. They had some weeks they've been really late on those whistles.
Yeah, I can't ever make sense of when they blow it and when they don't and why.
So pick up a 5. Wampus Cats are still in hurry up. 3 receivers out to the right. This is the other running back. C.J. Jones has him. DJ comes in to help finish him off.
That's what we need to see. Look at that. Firing himself up. He's not 100%, and he's still out there giving 100%. Great to see him make an impact on the game early.
Absolutely. Yeah, C.J. grabbed him, and DJ came in and helped finish him off. All right, 3rd and long. First time we've seen this. What do we got? What do we got? Gonna be on them. Ball start. Hey, we'll make it 3rd and longer.
That's it. That's some of that home field advantage I'm talking about.
All right, these Warrior fans, they're may not be as full as it would be if it wasn't a Halloween night, but they are loud. Warriors showing blitz. Now they're backed off a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me over this amazing crowd. Conway, quarterback in the shotgun, 1 receiver or 1 running back behind him. He's going to pass. Going to be first down, but knocked out of bounds. So about a 15-yard game. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the Warrior 45.
You definitely have to respect their speed, right, Trey?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's you can't give them too much room.
No, yeah. Yeah, that's the second pass that we've seen where, we've held back a little bit.
They are back to that running game. They just exactly like you called it earlier. They passed out of a 3rd and long. Unfortunately, they made it happen, but they're back to that run game.
So that time Davis picked up 4, so it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Wampus Cats. Come on, somebody make a play. Let's go. All right, let's go, Warriors. We do have, I mentioned earlier, we do have 1 injury on the defense. We're missing Nick Harp tonight. Nick had a great week last week, but Reese Hall has come in, and Reese has played a lot this year, so good to see him in there on defense.
What's great about our defense, Trey? I love to see that gang tackle, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody's quitting. Nobody's giving up. Everybody's going to the ball, giving it 100%, because it's really a mental game as much as anything. When Conway comes to town, Bryant, some of these bigger schools, and you really can't psych yourself out. They put 11 on the field just like we put 11 on the field.
That's right.
And their best versus our best, and so I'm glad to see it happening.
All right, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Conway has a 14-10 lead on your Warriors. They are driving, so when we come back, we're going to hope that our defense can step up for a stop. We're going to take a break with them. Thanks for joining us on LRC Athletics for Warrior Football. We'll be right back. right, welcome back. Started the second quarter. Conway with the ball. Quarterback run. That was kind of a wildcat offense there. That's number 24.
Yeah, that's tough coming out of a change of quarters, turnovers like that. A good chance for them to strike, and our boys were ready, but gave up a lot of yards there. Hopefully you're right. It's back to a little bit bend, but don't break. Let's see what we can do in these next couple of plays deep into the red zone.
So, yeah, number 24 in for the Wampus Cats, and I'll see the only roster we have for them is on our phones. That is Carter Crow. Carter Crow with a run again, picks up about 3.
Trey, I won't tell the people how much you had to zoom in on your phone there to see that roster. I mean, you just kept zooming and zooming.
That's just what I have to do.
I'm teasing.
No. It's just because they printed, there's so many players on the roster.
And that's
the
an 8
font
font.
is very small. Yeah. Trey Harris on the run here. Warriors do get him tripped up. That was Gabe Schroeder with a tackle.
No, that's a good stop.
3rd down.
That's a good stop. Let's get 1, 2 more. You got to imagine they're hungry for points, maybe even 4-down territory.
3rd and 3, but let's make them think about kicking it. Conway again with their offensive lineman in motion. A flag thrown. I'm afraid this one may be on the Warriors. Yep, offside on the Warriors. So that's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 8. Now they're moving it up, maybe the 7. We just saw the coaches call Christian Lewis up with them, so if they get into a goal line situation, I think we'll probably see Chris in at nose guard. All right, Trey Harris with the run. There we go. That is number 46, Gideon Carlisle. Gideon had a phenomenal game last week. So great to see him in there with that tackle. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 4. Oh. All right, Trey Harris on the run. They're going to flag. I don't know. They're going to say touchdown. He did get in. There was a flag. Could be a face mask or could be a hold. The Conway team is excited about it, so it must be on the Warriors. Touchdown counts, personal foul, face mask against the Warriors.
That's tough. They had all the momentum coming down into the red zone. They just kept it going. Yeah. Like I said, you got to hold your head up. It's not the end of the game. Probably tack on the extra point here.
All right, extra point is good. So with 9:39 left in the second quarter, the Wampus Cats do take a lead, 21-10.
Listen, Trey, I grew up Southern Baptist, but they've got more movement on that line than a Nashville line dance. I mean, I guess they know what they're doing, but I've never seen an offense move around so much.
I've never seen offensive linemen move in motion like that.
Yeah, you just can't tell who's who, and maybe that's messing with the Warriors just a little bit pre-snap.
And maybe that's a tight end that's just as big as an offensive lineman. I don't know.
You're right. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a standard, if you can tell on the screen or not, but every player, I swear, is 6 feet or taller. And, again, that's a mental block that the Warriors have to get over. They're just as big, just as strong. And now they're just having to play from behind, try to create their own excitement. Maybe a big play. What do you think? You think Coach comes out with something big on 1st down or back to the run?
I still think that they're going to want to get Jackson established. Yeah. But no, I do think that we'll see him take some deep shots maybe this possession.
Yeah, you definitely want to open it up, but I don't want to say not too soon, but you don't have to get it all back at once. You don't have to get all 11 points back at once. So you got to stick with what works, but maybe just be a little more aggressive.
Well, and show them the threat, that they have the ability to take it downfield, and, that should open things up in the middle.
Yep.
So this is Crosby again kicking from the Warrior 45. They do try an onside kick, and that is Connor Davis that's going to pick that up. Warriors, great field position. They'll get the ball around the 37, 38-yard line.
Good on him. I mean, he just went for it. Like, that was reckless abandon. I mean, a lot of guys would be timid maybe, or, that could be dangerous, but good on him to just go for it and do what he had to do.
No, absolutely. And good on the coaches to tell them, watch after that penalty, watch for the onside. All right, Eli Robertson back. Jackson Ward in. Jackson's going to get the handoff. Jackson finds a hole. Jackson gets through.
Love it. Love it. That's a great run.
And they're going to say first down.
That's a great run. Nobody finds the hole like Jackson does. He saw it. He hit it quick, north and south. We can't be dancing around back there. That's what I mean. We got to go after it. Don't have to get it all back at once, but let's, like you said, make them think a little bit more. This game's not over.
Well, and as we've seen most of the season, one person's not going to tackle Jackson most of the time, and that time it took two of them to get him out of bounds.
Yep.
All right, Eli Robertson back, Jackson behind him. This time, Eli's looking downfield. Man's came back. Ball out of bounds, though. Man not able to pull it in before he got out of bounds. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Jackson had a good block on the edge there. I love to see a guy who's not too big of a diva, right? He'll do what he has to do. Good team player.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. This is Eli Robertson back at quarterback. Jackson behind him. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson. Jackson finds a hole. Jackson picks up. He looks like he's going to get about 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Man, Trey, I always hate these in-between yardage, 3rd and 5. I mean, it's possible to bust a run this long, or do you look to a bubble screen? You try to pick up just enough to get the first, maybe you go over the top. Anything's possible, I think, on a distance like this.
8:54 left to play in the second quarter. Warriors, that's a pass out to Tristan. Tristan's going to get that first down.
Yep. Tristan was another guy I talked to before the game, Trey. He said he was ready to go, wanted to put some points on the board. So I know he wants this one bad. I hope that's the beginning of some more big plays from Tristan.
Absolutely. Tristan came off of that North Little Rock game with an injury. He didn't get to play against Conway last year, so I know he wanted to get better and get back, and he did. He did what he needed to do. Of course, working with EK, the trainer.
Oh, what a team.
Great to see him in. Got a flag on the far side. This is Blake Hoibu. Blake gets around the end, pushed out of bounds. Got to see what that flag is. I did not see what it was, but it was on the far side. Illegal formation against the Warriors. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, but repeat first down. But, man, what a great run by Blake.
Yeah, Blake had an opportunity to cut in or go out. Good decision-making. Smart kid on and off the field. And he showed it right there.
So there, you'd asked if the coach had a few things dialed up. That was something different.
Yeah, it was.
Haven't seen that much this year.
It wasn't crazy.
No.
It was enough to, again, make the defense
now, here's something different, too. We got 4 receivers to the near side.
Oh.
Pass to Tristan. He juggled it a little bit, but was able to pull it in.
Man, that's tough. That's a timing play. And, that's where being a sophomore might show up. But he's got that one behind him.
All right, got a text in, and I love this when the other coaches support the other sports. Let's go Warriors! On my way to the stadium, let's get this win. That's from Coach Wayman.
Oh, what a guy!
Can't wait to see you, Coach. All right, Eli again. He's going to make the run.
I like that. I like seeing Eli run. Quick side note, had lunch with Coach Wayman today. Great guy. Looking forward to another great year. He's hungry to come back, and we were actually at lunch, and somebody gave him a hard time, another coach in the city, that everybody's coming after us, and that's kind of how it's going to be. But I think Coach Wayman's ready on and off the court, excited for basketball season.
Absolutely. All right, Eli. Jackson's going in motion. 3 receivers out to the right side. 3rd and long. Eli trips up and is taken down. So probably not how it was drawn up. Going to bring up 4th and long. So the punt team is coming onto the field.
That's what gets tough against a team like Conway, doesn't it? Like those little mistakes against another team, they won't show up. That won't be a big deal. But there's such a small margin of error against a team like this.
All right, this is Gabe Schroeder with the punt. Now, that's a nice punt. This is 0 for the Wampus Cats. Great coverage by the Warriors there this time.
They look good. You know, a night like this against a team like this, it's those little things that aren't going to show up in a stat sheet, but pinning them back, that'll make a difference. We just need the defense to hold.
No, absolutely.
Would you do anything different yet, Trey? Put more in the box? What do you do to stop this run?
Man, you know, I don't think that I'd change anything up just yet. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be little schemes or something that the coaches are looking at that they can do. I mean, you know, there's just a big offensive line.
Yeah,
I mean, it really is.
Yep.
And it's always, you know, we're looking very rarely have they had more than one receiver out. So that means they're running 6 and 7 on the line, 2 in the back plus a fullback. So, you know, their whole offense is set up for the run.
Yeah. Yep. And like you said earlier, they're, you know, revolving door out there, fresh legs. And that'll make a big difference.
All right, now I say that, and look here, we got 2 receivers. So 2 receivers to the near side. Flag down. They're going to say he said offsides on the offense.
That's an offsides motion. Oh, offsides on the defense.
Oh, on the defense. He just pointed.
Well, I don't understand that. Gives him an extra 5 yards to start on 1st and 5. 2 wide receivers right. Handoff up the middle. Looks like a first down for Conway.
Here's Davis, their running back. Oh, you know, the Warriors are getting touches on him. They're just
not able to quite wrap up and bring it down. There's 2 runs up the middle, almost identical, right in a row.
All right, Conway with the snap. This is Trey Harris back in the game. There we go, DJ. Yeah, but even, you know, it's that speed you talked about earlier. You know, he got through. DJ was there, but he was already 6-7 yards down the field when DJ got his hands on him.
It's the yards after contact that's really eating us up right now. But there's some optimism in that. You know, like you said, we're getting hands on him. It's just a matter of wrapping up and bringing him down.
Get him. Oh.
Goodness.
Is that Malachi? Yeah, Malachi, who is the team's leading interception leader for the season. He was watching that.
Yep, his eyes got big as saucers. He's already had 2 return for a touchdown, I think you said earlier.
Now, Gabe has had 2 return for a touchdown, but yeah, Malachi is the interception leader for the team. With he's had 4 interceptions this year.
See if we can get a 3rd down stop.
All right, 3rd and short for the Wampus Cats. All right, 24. This is Trey Harris, and look at that. That is going to be a
tough.
28-yard touchdown run by number 1. That is his 3rd touchdown of the night. So 5:16 left to play in the second quarter. Conway has jumped out to a 27-10 lead. We're waiting on the extra point. Extra point is good.
Well, the wheels haven't come off. I think they're wobbling a little bit. But again, hopefully they can keep their heads up. They've got 5 minutes to do something. And we've heard a lot of vocal leaders here on the sidelines. The players are not okay with this. They're talking to each other. They're trying to figure things out. Coaches are working hard.
Yeah. All right. We've got Coach Steely. He's a special teams coach as well as a secondary coach. He's out there with the kick return team.
Is there anybody with more energy than Steely?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
He's got more than half the team, I think. His wife, Michaela, their family, they're incredible. Glad to have them here in Warriorville. Always a smile on Andrew's face.
And he shared a video today. His son Beckett, his game day.
Oh man!
And Beckett was running back and forth on the couch.
The whole house, they're fired up.
So Beckett definitely has the same energy as his dad. That's right. All right, this is Crosby Kier on for the kick. But yeah, like you said, Stephen, it sure would be nice to do something before the half, and there's lots of time. So this is Gabe. Gabe has the speed.
That's a good start. I'll take it. 28-yard line.
Yep. All right. Warrior offense coming onto the field. 5:09 left to play in the half. All right, Eli Robertson, Tristan in motion. This is a handoff to Jackson. Jackson's going to pick up 7.
Man, that was a run with a purpose right there.
Yes,
Shot
it
out of
was.
a cannon. So I think the boys hear the message. Nobody's laying down yet.
No.
Everybody's still working hard.
No, this team does not have any quit in them.
Nope.
All right, now we got 3 receivers to the near side. Eli at quarterback, Jackson behind him. Going to be another handoff to Jackson. Jackson finds a hole. He's going to get a first down.
Yep, I like it. I like it. No real big hurry. Would love them to score some more points before half, but any points will do.
Well, you want them to score, but I also like that the defense is getting to rest right now. All right, Eli to Jackson. That time the hole got a little bit clogged up before Jackson got there.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but you don't want to leave any time on the clock any more than you have to for Conway to do anything with it on offense. So this is working out for good.
All right. Jackson in the background. That's Connor Smith in motion. This is going to be a pass to Tristan. Tristan down the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds after about an 8-yard pickup.
Walk that tightrope.
7.5.
I don't get a lot of things right, but I knew Eli with that bad pass earlier was his last one. That was a great throw and catch right there.
All right, man to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. Jackson in the backfield with Eli. The whole team looking to the sideline to Coach Edmondson for the play. Coach Givens also sending some signals in. That's to man with a catch. There we go.
That is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. You've seen him on the basketball court. You've seen him on the football field. I mean, that kid loves sports, isn't afraid of contact, went across the middle, no fear.
Well, and man is a phenomenal athlete, but he is a great kid.
Ooh.
Connor Smith across the middle. Calling for some targeting, but no flag. Connor came across the middle. Connor came across the middle. He was helpless when he went up, but they are not.
Goodness.
They are not. The Warrior fans are not happy with that. Speaking of man, here's our friends from BB. Let's go number 4, man, from your family in BB. Let's go Warriors. Thank y'all for watching as always. All right, Jackson in motion. Pitch to Tristan. Tristan up the middle. Look at that.
Go, baby.
Look at that.
There we go.
There we go.
Great run by Tristan. He's got wheels.
Yes, he does. But I tell you what, that Conway secondary's got speed too, because not a lot of people catch Tristan like that. But great run by Tristan. Good call by the coaches.
Let's see if we can build this momentum. Ride it on in for a touchdown.
All right, Ryan Burkett, lone receiver on the far side. Tristan and man on the near side. Handoff is to Jackson. You're noticing now that the Conway, they're coming around on the ends with that speed and getting Jackson from behind, like on that play.
Yep, they're creeping up. Could be a good chance for a play action. Could be something with somebody on an island. Maybe even a naked bootleg, fake the inside, and the wheels that Eli's got. Of course, I'm in the booth. They know what they're doing down there.
Sometimes they need, they just need us to see some things for them. All right, Connor Smith now moved out into a wide receiver position, so twins on each side. Eli's going to put it up in the air for Tristan. Oh, right through his hands. It was in the back of the end zone. Tristan was making sure that his feet were staying in bounds.
Yeah.
Pass just went through his hands, out of bounds.
He looked mad at himself for that one, but he can't be. He gave it 100%, tried to drag the feet and make the catch. I can barely walk and text message at the same time, much less do what these guys do on the field.
All right, so 3rd and long situation. I definitely think we are in a 4-down territory. So see what the coaches have dialed up. Tristan and Ryan to the far side. Jackson in motion to go behind them. Eli back, flips it over to Connor Smith. Connor gets
Go, baby. Go, baby.
Gets a touchdown, Warriors!
That's it. That's it.
23-yard touchdown pass from Eli Robertson to Connor Smith. Great downfield block by Christian Lewis that allowed Connor to get through. Another block downfield by Mann. Phenomenal job by the offensive line. Great pass by Eli. Great run, Connor Smith.
Impressive play call right there, Trey. That was a good misdirection. That's going to keep the defense honest. They were getting more aggressive. I'm glad to see that play call.
2:09 left to play in the first half, and the Warriors pinning this extra point by Brody, which is good. 28-17. All right, we're going to take a break with teams as they come to the sideline. We will be right back with you on Warrior Athletics. You're watching Warrior Football. All right, we're back. Welcome back to Warrior Stadium. Your Warriors have just closed the lead down. Conway now leads 28-17. 2:09 left to play in the first half. That touchdown, 23-yard pass. Connor Smith. Brody dials in a short kick. Zero does get it, though. We got to make a special teams tackle. That's Blake Hoibu.
There's a flag on the play.
All right, let's see what they've got. Holding against the Wampus Cats, and that'll be a spot foul, so 10 yards from the spot. So they'll mark it off. Looks like the flag was thrown around the 27-yard line, so that should take them back to about the 17. All right, so
need a big stop from the defense here.
Steven, to your question, is it too much time? Let's see. Well, you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Gabe's third pick six of the season.
It's just the time and place for it.
But they got a pass for that. All right, I think this is number 11, Davis. How about a tackle by Gabe Schroeder?
That works. Clock's still running. Another good gang tackle. These Warriors aren't quitting.
So great tackle by Gabe from the safety position. Still picked up 6 yards, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 4, almost 2nd and 3. Oh, that was a good hit by Gideon. But he did bounce off that hit and picked up the first down. The Conway coaches were yelling at him to get up because the clock's running. Here's the pass. All right, we got Connor back there. Did they throw a flag?
No, I don't think so. Just overthrown.
Okay.
I think that was a good no flag.
Yeah.
A couple of hand-to-hands.
Yeah,
the
ref over there on that side made a motion, and I was like, there's no way that's a flag. Yeah. But, yeah, great defense there by Connor Davis. You had Malachi Mumphrey backing him up in the safety position. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Wampus Cats. 1 minute, 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Let's go, defense. Okay, coaches are seeing something. They're shifting defense to the far side. This is Trey Harris on the run. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by Gabe Schroeder after about an 8-yard pickup. So that's going to bring up no. That's a better spot.
I was a little confused by that. The ref motioned for the clock to keep running, but it was clearly an out-of-bounds tackle.
All right, looks like Conway's going to take a timeout, and the refs are going to try to fix the clock. All right, referee, timeout, Conway, and he's wanting them to reset the clock to 1:05, so 2 seconds ran off. So let's see, 3rd, and he picked up 7 on that, so 3rd and 3 coming up.
You know, Trey, the pads are really popping out there. The coaches were yelling at number 11, but I don't think he quite knew where he was there for a second. Give him a little bit of time to collect himself.
Yeah, they were like, get up, get up.
Yeah,
He's
this
like,
is some big boy football. Yeah.
Let's see, just a real quick, and guys, I say this every week, but I really mean it. Y'all got to get this LRCA Athletics app. This week I used it every day. You had Warrior, you had volleyball in state, you had cross country running, you got basketball coming up, you had 9th grade and JV football. Download that app. It's got information on every team, schedule, scores, rosters, and just search LRCA Athletics in the App Store, but you need that app. Cannot recommend it enough.
Did I see our boys tennis won state?
They did.
I thought I saw that banner hanging. You know, we're not just a football school. We've got some incredible athletes all over campus, some incredible fine arts in the fine arts building.
Absolutely.
Musicians are something to be proud of. It's a really multi-dimensional school here at Little Rock Christian. That's what we love about it.
All right. We got a different quarterback in, number 12.
So Coach Grimmett did tell me number 12 is prone to throw the ball. 9 has got the wheels, even though we haven't really seen either quarterback do too much except hand the ball off tonight.
Yeah, that is Wesley Tapp. He is 6'5", 215 pounds. So he is a tall quarterback. 1 minute, 5 seconds left to play in the first half. Wampus Cats, the run. This is Trey Harris. He gets the first down. He's going to be knocked out of bounds around where are they going to spot that? Around the 35-yard line, 34-yard line.
They're still in the hurry up. You know they want to try to put 7 on the board before half.
Well, and, they run. They put those 1 or 2 receivers out to the far side, and they're just blockers, basically. So there they go again, running to that side. This is Trey Harris again. He's going to have the first down.
Looks like they called another timeout. No, my mistake. His clock's still running.
Yeah, clock's still running, but the chains weren't moved. All right, this is Trey again. That one's going to be short of the first down.
Now they're calling for a timeout.
Now they're calling timeout because, clock should run on that.
That was a rookie mistake, Trey. My first job.
You're doing great. I appreciate you being here. Hey, we're going to take a timeout with him. We will be right back here on LRCA Athletics for Warrior Football. Welcome back to Warrior Stadium. Trey and Steven here with you from the booth. 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Conway has a 28-17 lead. Don't forget about our text line. Shoot us a message. Shoot us any questions you got. Steven will be happy to answer them for you. This is Tap again. He's going to hand it off to Trey Harris. He's going to pick up the first down, but Warriors are going to get the stop. Clock should start running as soon as they get. Okay, he did not get past the 10, so chains have got to move. Clock should be running. It is. Now Tap to throw. Overthrows his receiver.
Great closeout defense.
Connor Davis was there.
Yeah, for just a second, that receiver was wide open, but Connor made a great play on the ball. Didn't wait for it to come to him.
So, again, that's going to stop the clock. 19 seconds left to play in the first half.
Three-man front. Looks like we're anticipating another pass.
Oh, what do we got here? Got a flag.
Warriors defense, we're begging for false start.
False start against the Wampus Cats.
Great.
Back them up 5 yards. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be there.
Ref wants a clock adjustment.
What are we adjusting?
Not quite sure.
It was a
wanted to add one more second on the clock.
Incomplete pass. All right. Wampus Cats looking to the sideline for the play. This is their 6'5 quarterback, Wesley Tapp. Davis is in at running back. Did he
Great
catch it?
tackle.
Did
What a
catch it,
tackle.
but he got a tackle. Was that Gideon? Malachi was in on that. Gideon was there. Down to 6 seconds. Conway uses their. Is that only their second timeout?
No, I think that's
their
third timeout.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Conway uses their timeout. So we're gonna stick here with them. Okay, Steven. 6 seconds. If they pass, 2 plays. If they run, probably 1.
Yeah. You know, you think maybe corner of the end zone on something like this if they pass, because I think you're right. I do think they're out of timeouts. The scoreboard says 1 left. If they've got 1, maybe they do try to run it one more time. But it seems like at this level of football, it just takes too long in between plays.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess they're going for the end zone. There's a whole lot of real estate here on the right side of the field. Maybe it's a corner. But they were working out something really great on this left side, a little commotion, and somebody was getting open. So Warriors just better be ready for anything.
And no, they're
including a field goal.
They're going to kick a field goal. That wasn't even an option. Warriors are going to call timeout.
Maybe we weren't the only ones who weren't ready for a field goal.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, me too. I would think that they were aggressive enough with a 2-score lead to want more.
Yeah, the way they've been running, I'm surprised by that.
You know, there's always that chance for a fake field goal. I don't know if this is the game for them to do that. I don't know if they have maybe an extra measure of confidence with this lead and they go for something, or maybe they just play it plain and kick the 3.
Well, and I was kind of watching to see, are they going to change their mind? But no, the kicker did come back onto the field.
Is that about a 25-yard field goal?
All right, this is going to be a 26-yard field goal. The snap was high. He did get it off, and the field goal is good. So 26-yard field goal, and that ran out of time, so that brings us to halftime. It'll be 31-17. There they go. They got it on the scoreboard. Do have a couple of texts. Let me get those before we go to halftime. So let's go Warriors. Crispy Jenkins and family watching from Little Rock. Well, thank you for watching. Steven, first half. What are your thoughts as we close out?
Well, like I said from the beginning, we knew that Conway was going to score points, and we knew they were going to be big, strong, fast, and they've been all those things. I really like how we didn't fold. We put 17 up in the first half. We got to come out with that same tenacity. It did look like we were making progress with stopping the run. It did look like, I don't know if that was more guys in the box or just better tackles, but I think you were right. We're getting hands on the running back. It's just a matter of bringing them down.
Yeah, and I think, this coaching staff has shown all year long that they can do some corrections at halftime. 31-17, it's a 2-score game.
Been impressed with Eli. Eli's, showing his moxie. He's not backing down. The plays get called. He makes the passes. He's looked really good. I think there's something there. We should keep, going to that well as long as we can.
Yep.
And, of course, Jackson's going to be Jackson all game long.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we're going to take a halftime break with them. Thank you for joining us here on Warrior Athletics for this Warrior football game. And you'll get to watch the Spirit teams on the screen during halftime. And we'll be back for the second half.
I've been on the grind, this my prime. Huh. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this my prime. Yeah, I'm sorry for the wait. Didn't think I'd come up, y'all just need a little faith. I've been patient, just waiting on the river with an ace. Gotta move real careful, we coming surveying the place. I touched down in your city, that's a rival. Y'all got one thing on your mind, it's survival. But if you wanna take a shot at the title, call the medic, we checking your vitals. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, this my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this my prime. Let me tell them one time. Said I'm all in my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, feeling real good, yeah, all in my prime. It's about that time, say your goodbyes, cause ain't no match for the way that I grind, yeah, I'm all in my prime. Prime time, we mile high, the gate closed. Same city as voice and I mean rolls. It's flatbeds for the checks, that's a bank rolls. I've been killing it, I'm guilty, case closed. Yeah, y'all are too basic, my reputation, borderline amazing. Good things coming, they just need a little patience. Ready for whatever, all you gotta do is say when. And my eyes on the prize, I visualize. I ain't ever taking a break, you taking 5. Even if I ain't got it, know that I'll make the time. On my next move by the time that the ink will dry. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, this my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this my prime. Let me tell them one time. Said I'm all in my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, feeling real good, yeah, all in my prime. It's about that time, say your goodbyes, cause ain't no match for the way that I grind, yeah, I'm all in my prime. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's all to me nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, we shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is, run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's all to me nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough for the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking, it's hard to me nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to me nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
All right, welcome back, Warrior fans, to the second half of this 7A Central matchup between your Warriors and the Conway Wampus Cats. Conway is kicking off. Warriors won the toss and deferred to the second half. This is Gabe Schroeder with the ball. Gabe's looking for that hole. They get him by his legs. He's down, but he still gets it out to the 30-yard line. So good return by Gabe. I know he'd love to break one and take it all the way home, but
that's still a good start. You know, we were talking at halftime. This is 4 quarters. We play all 4 here at Little Rock Christian, and it's going to take all 4 for this comeback, but I believe it can happen.
Yeah, the Warriors came out. I always like to watch their energy when they come out at halftime, and they came out
ready to roll,
ready to go. So, all right, Eli Robertson in quarterback, got Jackson Ward behind. Pass out to Man Pickens. Man down the left sideline. Man's going to pick up 6.
Good. I like that change of pace. We didn't come out with Jackson in a run.
There we go.
Sling the ball a little bit. Man's slow to get up, but he looks all right.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting on. I think the Conway defender had a hold of him, so he had to wait till he let go to get up. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a good start.
All right, 2 receivers to each side. Jackson in the backfield. Now Jackson comes out in motion. Eli with the ball. Eli's going to run. All right, let's see. Skeet was there blocking. Chris was up front blocking. Boy, 3rd and short if you go by that down marker across the way. They're going to say first down. I thought that was close enough.
Skeet was a little slow to get up.
Oh, was he?
Yep. Looks like he's all right, though.
Skeet, I've said it before. It's going to take half the team to pull Skeet Boshears off the field. So, yeah, he is what's on his chest, a warrior. All right, we got a flag down.
Two flags. We got flag in the backfield and flag in the secondary.
So maybe best we can do is push. So. All right, there's our faithful Warrior fans, BB and Shugs, texting in. Great to hear from you guys. Say go Warriors and hi, Steven.
Hey, all right, BB and Shug. Thanks for the shout out, and shout out to Samantha Boyd, their daughter, big Warriors fan as well.
BB and Shugs have been faithful Warrior fans for a long time, so thank y'all for watching and listening in as always. All right, so it looks like we did have offsetting penalties, so we're 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Eli Robertson takes a snap, handoff to Jackson Ward, ball comes out. Conway had it. Warriors, I think, got it back.
Warriors got it back. That was chaos there for a second. Everybody after the same ball. Glad we got it back.
Yeah. Yeah, Jackson got hit low, ball popped out. I did not see which Warrior jumped on it, but the first Wampus Cat that jumped on it, it kind of scooted out of his hands, and so the Warriors were able to get it back. Eli, 2nd and long, looking to pass, tries to get Tristan, hit from behind.
That's tough. Just a little too much air under it. Running for his life back there. Afraid Conway might pin their ears back in the second half, Trey.
Yeah.
They're going to not show any mercy. They want to build on the lead, but
Coach Boshears was doing some coaching there at the end of that play.
3rd and 10, and it's a big 3rd and 10. If we can't get the first down, we at least need some more room for the punter.
Well, yeah, we need a good first down to keep this drive going. That was thrown into traffic, knocked down by the Wampus Cats. That's going to bring up 4th and 10. We should see the punt team come on, and we do. Go Warriors. This one's from Andre and Tawana Brunson. Great to hear from you guys, as always. All right, Brody's going to come on for this punt. We saw Gabe punt a few times in the first half. Brody's going to take care of this one. Okay, now they're starting to back up. I was going to say they weren't giving Brody much respect, but
we need a good, clean punt. There it is.
Wow. High hang time. They're going to do a little Reverse there. Oh, that possible holding there, but no flag. Connor Smith blocking the back. Not going to be called
Goodness.
either.
Listen, we're going to have to charge these refs ticket admissions if they're just going to stand there and watch.
Yeah, we had a hold down here, I'm pretty sure, and then we had a block in the back right at the end.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know what the refs are watching if they're not seeing that.
And that was Connor Johnson that made the final tackle. So great field position for the Wampus Cats. Yeah, I think many missed opportunities for the officials on that play. So Conway, this will be Caleb Crow in at quarterback now. So this is the fourth quarterback. I mean, Caleb's been in before, but the fourth quarterback we've seen for the Wampus Cats tonight. Caleb is the runner. And there he goes. Going to be brought down by Malachi Mumphrey, but he is going to pick up the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wampus Cats from the Warrior 14-yard line.
I'll get over it, but I'm just going to trust those refs. If you got 3 guys moving at the same time, I guess they're doing it by the rules, but I've just never seen that.
Yeah. This is number 11, Amari Davis, going to be brought down. That was about an 8.5-yard run, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
They're lined up quick again. We need to stop them here.
Amari Davis again. Warriors, he is going to get the first down, so it's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 2.
Starting to get just a little chippy after the plays. Something to keep an eye on.
Oh, there's
What a
Gabe
play.
Schroeder
There we
in
go.
the backfield, takes the running back down. 3-yard loss.
Love it. Love to see that explosive energy on their heels, but not giving up, bringing
right.
the energy.
And that they've got to pressure. We need our guys in the back. First play of the game.
Yep, it's there. We know they can do it.
All right, Wampus Cats looking to the sideline for the play. Got Amari Davis in at the running back position, Caleb Crow in at what they've kind of been running as a fullback position. 2 receivers to this side, so we expect the play to come this way.
Great.
Ball is knocked down. That's Blake Hoibu. Blake Hoibu right there on the quarterback.
Great hustle by Blake. Just an engine that doesn't quit. And it looks like the refs discussed it, Trey. There could be intentional grounding.
There is a flag down. There we go. That's against the Wampus Cats. That's going to be loss of down. So they have run, looks like they brought their kicking team on for the field goal.
Hey, we'll take a stop however we can get it.
Hey. Yeah,
that's a hustle play by the Warriors. They didn't quit. They chased the quarterback out of the pocket.
Well, and that's the pressure. That's the pressure we want to see. And, yeah, Blake did a great job, got in his face, brought it down. Should be 4th down. They haven't changed the down marker yet. Coaches are... Yeah, surely the coaches are on that.
That is alarming that nobody has seen. It should be a loss of down after an intentional grounding call.
Was it 2nd down? All right, this is Caleb Crow, the running quarterback, and he is going to be stopped. It's going to bring up, this will bring up 4th down, surely.
Maybe there wasn't something right with the first down marker over there.
All right, so this is going to be 4th and goal. Ball's going to be spotted on the 12-yard line. So this will bring up a 29-yard field goal attempt for the Wampus Cats. Warrior fans making noise. Ball's back. The kick is up, and it is good.
There is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. Let's see what that is.
Malachi came jumping over the line, which I'm afraid is the penalty. Refs are discussing it at midfield. I think Malachi knew it when he did it. Upset with himself.
Well, let's see. Referees are in a huddle out there trying to decide what they're going to do. I mean, regardless, it's still going to be fourth down.
Then it becomes 4th and 1 from the looks of it.
Depends on what the penalty is and how many yards. They're currently on the 12.
I don't know if they're casting votes or what they're doing out there in that huddle.
They're going to go to the Conway coaches.
The Warrior faithful are letting the refs hear it. Christian school we may be, so we're, tasteful about it, but we're not shy to let you know what's going on.
Absolutely. All right, here comes the referee. They've declined it. They're going to take the field goal. So that makes our score 34-17.
But that's good to see them bringing the energy.
Absolutely.
Trey, we definitely don't want to make mental mistakes, but we need that kind of energy, especially going 3 and out so early in the second half.
So after that 29-yard field goal, the Wampus Cats take a 34-17 lead. 7 minutes and 3 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Conway kicking team will come on for kickoff. Coach Steely's got his return team in a huddle, sending them onto the field.
Trey, tonight is a Noah's Ark theme for the student section.
It is.
I saw a girl in a dinosaur costume. What's your theology on dinosaurs on the Ark, Trey? Let's go to commercial break.
Yeah. I'm not sure about
These
that.
kids are showing up. It's cold. It's Halloween, but they're still having a great time out there.
And I also see a Jason mask. I know for a fact Jason was not on the Ark. All right. Kickoff by Crosby Kier for the Wampus Cats, taken by Malachi at about the 12. Malachi runs into the wall of Wampus Cats around the 27. Got some after the play action that, again, no call.
Yep, I guess they're going to let that go. It's been happening for a couple of drives now.
I think his job is to count players. That's what he's doing right now. So 1 to 11. This is Jackson Ward running out to the side, lowers the pads, knocks the Wampus Cat out of bounds.
He's going to make you earn it. If you're going to go in to try to tackle him, you're going to have to earn it.
3-yard gain for Jackson, brings up 2nd and 7. So excited to see what the coaches have drawn up for this possession. Going to have one receiver. That's Man Pickens here on the near side. 3 to the far side. Ryan Burkett, Tristan Watson, and Connor Smith. Eli back. Jackson with the block. Eli with the run. Eli slides.
Good decision. That was a 2-on-1 situation. I'm glad he slid, especially with some more downs to play with.
And that, I don't know the exact rule. I know in college right now, when the quarterback slides, the mark is from where he started the slide, and that's exactly where they marked Eli down tonight. So I'm going to assume that that's the same rule for us.
Yeah, looks like it.
So Man Pickens is out. It looks like he got scratched, so they're having to wash his leg a little bit. He's ready to come back in now, but Gabe Schroeder in for him. Gabe downfield, Gabe open, but Eli's going to run for the first down, and he's going to get it.
Smart play by Eli there.
Look at that spot, but that still should be enough for the first down. It is. First down. All right, man back in the game. Gabe to the sideline. Eli in the quarterback. Jackson in the backfield. Connor Smith lined up in the tight end position. Tristan and Man to the near side. Jackson's going to run it. Again, they came around the end and got him from behind.
We've got to figure out a way to close off that edge for them. They're really feasting on those edges. I like the hurry up, but it just wasn't enough to keep them on their heels. They were still pinning their ears back, coming around those edges.
All right. Offensive line down and ready to go. Snap to Eli. Eli's going to roll to our side. They've got a flag down. I don't know who the hold's going to be called on, but that is in the area of holding. If that's the case, that's going to back the Warriors up. Holding against the Warriors, so the Conway declined it. So they're going to take the 4-yard loss from the play, but not the 10 yards from the hold.
I mean, that's a pretty confident call from a defense that's proven they can make the stops, but let's hope the Warriors can make them pay.
Yeah. So, the benefit to the Wampus Cats was the loss of down, so it is, 3rd and 14 instead of 2nd and 20. Eli back, looking to pass. Ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage, falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. And we bring up the quote from their coach, 10 to 12
Yep.
defensive linemen.
Yep.
That's our strength. We're
Yep.
just going to rotate them in all game long. And so those 10 to 12 defensive linemen have gone up against the same 5 offensive linemen the whole game.
Yeah, and that's where you're seeing that difference is the speed off the edge. They've got fresh legs every play, any play they want. And so it's got to be a mental game for us. Got to stay mentally strong.
Well, and it's just the reality, of the I can't remember what they call the competition rule or whatever it is. This punt gets a good Warrior bounce, going to roll out of bounds at the 23-yard line. But we get questions like this all the time. Why are the Warriors playing 7A? And AAA has it's called a competition rule. Private schools, are based on points, so there's a point system that every 2 years they evaluate, and if you have over a certain amount of points, you get bumped up. And so, Warriors, for about 20 years, were in 5A, and since this rule has been in place, they played 2 years in 6A, and now this is their 2nd year in 7A.
Yeah, having grown up in the River Valley, it's kind of tough to watch Greenwood just get skipped over. The only teams that can hang with them keep getting bumped up.
And that's another run. That's Trey Harris, again for the Wampus Cats, picks up the first down. Several first down runs that have led to another first down. And, that rule, whatever, do not take anything away from our Warriors. They play their hearts out every night. It's just, they're playing a roster of about 50 against a roster of about 100.
And there's a big stop. That's what you love to see. That's what makes big stops like that even better.
Let's go, DJ Williams. Great stop by DJ.
And all I meant by that earlier, you see PA or Little Rock Christian challenge Greenwood in the playoffs every year, and then, like I said, they get to stay where they are, and we move on, or PA moves on, and it's just the nature of the business, I guess. We just have to accept it.
All right, so 2nd and long for the Wampus Cats. Oh, and it's complete. Oh, Connor saw it. Connor broke on the pass, but it was a high pass. Number 13 went up for it, brought it down. First down for the Wampus Cats.
Hey, number 88 had a great tackle on the play, except he's on the offensive line. I think that's called a holding, but it wasn't, so it's first down.
So quick to the line of scrimmage, pitch out to Trey Harris. Gabe Schroeder gets him down. Pickup of about 7 will bring up 2nd and 3. We always do a good job every week of calling out the offensive line. I want to make sure we get this defensive line too. The Trey Harris hit at the line of scrimmage, but breaks through on the hole, eventually brought down by Connor Davis. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say tough to bring down. I think our question's been answered. They are just going to keep running it the whole game.
Run it.
And throw it when they have to.
Well, and even, like we talk about, even they line up two receivers, one or two receivers, but they're blockers.
They're blockers,
is
and they're
what
just
they are.
and it's spreading out the defense. Unfortunately, we got to account for it though, because you never know.
There's those offensive linemen / tight ends in motion. This is Trey Harris again. Gideon Carlisle with the tackle. And there's another first down run. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line of the Warriors. Up front for the Warriors, we got number 58, Brody Baden. Brody's been a great defensive lineman for the Warriors. Of course, we got 35, DJ Williams. And then I will get, I can get him in really quick here. Number 34, Caden Glenn. Trey Harris again on the handoff of the run. Gabe Schroeder there with a tackle.
There's a good grab. That's a good first contact tackle.
Absolutely. So Gabe was the first one there. Gideon came in to help get him down. Connor Davis was there as well.
Shout out to Pastor Brandon Bernard and everyone who celebrates Reformation Day. Can't forget our good friend Martin Luther, changing
Absolutely.
course of world history on this day over 500 years ago. I said good friend like I knew Martin Luther. I didn't know Martin Luther. Read a few sermons.
All right, this is Conway. That's a handoff to Amari Davis, and he is in the end zone. 10-yard run. So that's a 10-yard touchdown run by number 11. And with 1:09 left to play in the third quarter, that's going to extend the Wampus Cat lead to 40-17, but on for the extra point. So Will Upton on for the extra point. The ball is up. Ball is good. 41-17. One of the things that I've meant to mention at the past couple of games, and I didn't have it written down, and I forgot it. And we shared with you guys earlier in the year just the kingdom impact that this coaching staff has on these young men. And we had 3 young men over the summer. Came to the coaches, talked to them, gave their life to Jesus, accepted him as their Lord and Savior, and then we saw them get baptized earlier in the season. And from the coaches I've heard, and it's not my story to tell, so I'm just going to tell you that it happened, and then it'll be up to these guys to tell their story. But we had 2 more Warriors that have come to the coaches, met with Coach Grimmett,
love it,
and have accepted Jesus as their Savior. And I mean, that's 5 young men that we know about. Right. That life has changed forever.
Absolutely, and it's so much more than just winning, and that sounds trite, but it really is. And you get that from Coach Grimmett, from all the coaches on the coaching staff. These aren't just players on a team; these are young men that they're wanting to impact both in this life and for eternity.
Absolutely. It's Malachi Mumphrey. Pulls in the kick. Malachi's going to switch to the other side of the field. Malachi's got some speed, gets around the corner, knocked out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds very hard, but they're going to say he was hit still inbounds. Malachi, of course, bounces up, ready to go. But, yeah, back on that. It does. I mean, yes, it's a sport, and, yes, these guys play their hearts out. But to the coaches, it's so much more than a sport. It's about impacting these guys' lives. And they know that the person that can impact their life the best is Jesus. And,
absolutely.
And they have introduced them to Jesus. And so those 2 guys, when they are ready to come forward and share their testimony and share publicly, I'll be happy to be right there by them.
Stuff, Trey.
I'm just excited
so
to hear about it.
Yep, really good to hear.
All right, Warrior offense on the field. Snap to Eli. Eli rolls out. Pass to man.
Pass.
What a catch.
What a catch.
Spot's going to be a little short, so it'll be second down. But, man, what a catch. 9.5-yard gain.
Great execution there by both quarterback and receiver. Eli and man, that's a great connection all night long.
So 2nd and 1. This one's going to go to Jackson. Jackson's going to get that one, bring up first down for the Warriors. Got a little after action going on from number 8 from Conway. He and Man were blocking each other.
Yeah, discussing things and how the game's going, I'm sure.
Talking about their techniques and their blocks. And, yeah, absolutely. So, first down on that run by Jackson Ward. Warriors are at the line, ready to go. 3 receivers to the far side. Man Pickens to the near side. Jackson Ward in motion. Eli with the run. Eli's going to get another first down.
Run. Great run.
And
Great
Eli
run.
did not slide on that one because Eli is a player.
Everyone in the stands grateful for that kind of effort, maybe except his parents.
Oh, I
can only
guarantee you his
imagine.
dad is great.
I can only imagine.
Hey, his dad's happy because he got up. Hey, and huge shout out. I'll finish this after the play. Eli back, looking downfield. The receiver fell down. It's going to be picked off. No flag. Knocked out of bounds by Jackson Ward, so record a tackle for that guy.
We'll assume it was the turf monster. I didn't see the play in real time. There was a pick right there. Their cornerback ran over that open wide receiver. That's an unfortunate miss.
So that's going to bring us to the end of the quarter. And that's going to end on a interception. Again, he had a receiver downfield. Receiver went to the ground. We did not see if he was helped to the ground or not. But Eli's pass went up and was picked off by the Wampus Cats. So Warriors will start the fourth quarter on defense. Which they were driving.
Yep, they were. And so hopefully we can catch our breath, get back out there with some energy. But Trey, while we got a quick second, can we give some love to some other organizations
absolutely.
here on campus?
Yeah.
The boys cross country are our 5A Central Conference champs. Grateful for that news, man. They've worked hard, I know. And the girls cross country, not to be outdone, as the 5A Central Conference runners up. So we're so proud of them. Those are some early mornings and some long days. Really proud of those boys and girls in our cross country program.
Yeah, great coaches here for the cross-country program. I know Coach Nipper's been involved for many years, and she and all the coaches just do a great job with those teams.
Yeah, Trey, if I'm running, it's because somebody's chasing me. I'm not exactly,
Especially early in the morning.
Yep.
All right, so Wampus Cats back on offense, and they're running the ball, but the Warriors with a stop. Going to be about a 2-yard pickup.
Have to imagine Conway plays it pretty safe here. Pretty mayonnaise, just run it up the middle, eat some clock. Hopefully we can get a fumble or maybe even a 3-and-out.
This is their
And I'm wrong
6'5"
right away.
quarterback, Wesley Tapp, but there's a pass. Going to be caught out of – is he going to say that was inbounds?
Goodness.
They are going to say that as a completion. I got to watch that. So, yeah, we know Wesley is their passing quarterback. Wow.
Trey, there could have been a foot down. That was a great athletic play.
Yeah, that
great
was a great catch. All right, now they're back to the run. This is Amari Davis. Going to pick up about 8. Warriors are going to get him down.
And that's why you love watching football, isn't it? I just said they'll probably keep it boring and run it up the middle, and they complete it for a 30-yard pass.
Well, and they average 45 points a game. They're at 41 right now, so they're clocking in on their average. If this holds, right now we're looking at 41-17. Conway knocking on the door again, but if this holds, and we're going to assume that I'm trying to remember who Bryant was playing tonight. North Little Rock, I think. Okay, there we go. That was number 24, Caleb Crow.
Conway scores another running touchdown.
So let's see. That's with 10:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. That was number 24 on that rushing touchdown.
The effort's been there all night. Really proud of the guys. It's those yards after contact.
Yeah.
We saw it right there in a really big way. One of our guys went a little high, and it wasn't enough to slow him down. They've just got machines over there, whether it's speed or strength, and sometimes that's just hard to bring down, and that's the way of it.
Yeah, and, kind of looking forward, and we said we'd talk about this a little bit in the second half and the fourth quarter. So while we wait on the kickoff, Bryant is playing North Little Rock. North Little Rock's playing at Bryant tonight. So I haven't looked up their score, but if Bryant wins tonight, if this result holds and Conway wins tonight, that sets up next week the battle of the unbeaten. So Bryant and Conway will meet next week. They're actually playing at Conway, so Conway will get to host Bryant. Both teams are undefeated in conference so far this year. The winner will be the number 1 seed out of the Central going into the playoffs. The loser next week will be the number 2 seed. Both get a bye. So the number 1 and 2 seed from both the Central and the West get a bye. And so, again, the Conway win tonight and a Bryant win tonight against North Little Rock will set up that game of unbeatens next Friday night in Conway. Now, we don't want you to forget, and here's the kickoff from the Wampus Cats. It's going to be Malachi again. Malachi trying to get around the edge, goes up the middle, gets to about the 20-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Warriors on the 20. But do not want to forget to mention next Friday night here at Warriorville, crosstown friends and rivals from the Pulaski Academy Bruins are going to be here for the last regular season conference game. So
and you love that rivalry, don't you?
Love it.
I mean, we're
do.
talking Yankees, Red Sox,
Yeah.
Lakers, Celtics,
And what I
Bruins,
love,
Warriors.
the kids are friends. They go to
Yeah.
church together.
Yep.
They do things, outside of sports. They hang out together. But boy, on the field, it is a rivalry. Eli, nice first down run. Gets out of bounds after a pickup of about 10.5, almost 11. So it'll be a first down for the Warriors. But we know that some of you participated in some candy gathering tonight with your younger kids, and that's fine. I hope you got a lot of candy. We need you next Friday night. We need you here. We need you here rooting on your Warriors against the Bruins, because the Bruins, last I looked, they were leading the Southwest Griffins, and so that's going to take the Bruins to 3-3 on the season. If this score holds and the Warriors lose, that's going to take us to 4-2. So the winner of that game next week is going to, that would make if the Bruins win, it makes them 4-3 and us 4-3. So if the Bruins win, they get number 3 seed in the playoffs and we drop down to number 4. If the Warriors win, they're number 3 seed, no problem.
Yeah.
And the reason that's important is the 3 seed is the host for a home game the first round of the playoffs against the 6 seed from the West.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
we definitely want that home field advantage.
You'd much rather play the 6 seed at home than play. I think the 4 seed gets to host too, but you're playing a 5 seed versus a 6 seed. So it really helps you in that first round of the playoffs to be the 3 seed versus the 4. So we need you next week. Come out to Warriorville, cheer on your Warriors. We're going to stick with you. We still got 10 minutes left here tonight, and we don't ever give up. And I tell you who else doesn't give up, and that's Eli.
Takes a big hit.
He does take a hit right on the sideline.
Still just a sophomore. A lot of learning to do and growing to be done, but he's still putting on a show tonight. Led the Warriors back from a big deficit when he was called into action. And probably not the score that he had hoped for or we had predicted, but he's got to be proud of himself, as I know we are.
And we just saw, I don't know if y'all saw it on the camera, they just ran 4 defensive linemen off and 4 new ones back on. So 3rd and long, and they've got 4 fresh defensive linemen on the field. And there's one of them pressuring Eli. Eli gets a pass out to Jackson. Jackson attempts to get to the first down, knocked out of bounds. He's going to be about 5 yards short. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. And let's see. I think, yeah, Warriors are going to bring on the punt team.
I got to give the coaches credit, though, Trey. It looked like they're starting to throw a few more screens, maybe wide receiver screens, that kind of thing, and that is typically the best response to some fast, fresh pressure.
That's right.
And so good on them for that. We're hopeful it's not too little too late. Hopefully we can get a defensive stop after this punt.
So 4th and 4 for the Warriors. Gabe Schroeder in to punt. Remember, Gabe has that different kind of... Oh, we got a flag. False start called against the Warriors.
How about that? I was beginning to believe he didn't have a flag.
That is the guy. He borrowed one from somebody else. He was like, guys, I need
want
to
in
know
on the
what.
action.
Yeah. All right, let's go, Warriors. Thanks for playing so hard. This is from Crystal. Crystal, I don't know if you were listening earlier. We said razzle dazzle. All right, Gabe runs it out to the side like he does, gets the punt off. It's going to be taken by number 5.
Yes,
and
what a
Malachi
tackle.
is there for the tackle.
Great individual effort. Probably took a cleat to the gut from the looks of it.
Yeah.
But, man, did he sell out, and great job for Malachi.
Man, I have loved watching him play all year long.
Yep.
He gives everything, every play.
Trey, while they're getting set up, I want to give a shout-out to Avia Sellers, wins the overall girls single tennis state championship. What an accomplishment. This young lady is really a one-woman dynasty. Really proud of her and what she's accomplished in the last couple of years.
Absolutely. All right, so Tap still in at quarterback. Hands off. Got a new running back in the game. See if I can find his number.
Good individual tackle there by DJ Williams.
Let's see, number 26 for the Wampus Cats. That is, well, and it won't let me zoom in. All right, here we go.
Conway in no hurry, I'm sure, to...
Yeah, Braylon Harris is number 26, so new running back into the game. Oh, there's DJ.
Another tackle by DJ Williams. Another great individual effort.
Oh, man, he just blew through the lineman that was trying to block him, made the tackle. Phenomenal play, DJ.
Yeah, he looks like he fought off at least 2 guys to get to the running back. That was impressive.
DJ moving into the center. Let's see. Conway looking to their sideline for a play. Warrior defense looking to our sideline for a play. DJ down, ready to go. Reese Hall showing pressure. Comes Blake.
There we go.
There we go, Blake. Blake with the pressure, got him from behind. Pretty favorable spot. Was going to bring up still 4th down.
Hey, Trey, let me take a quick second. You know, seeing DJ working hard out there, he was my son's Warrior Pal when Brooks was in 1st grade. And the Warrior Pal program here at Little Rock Christian is a really neat program for our varsity football players to connect with elementary school.
I love it.
Kiddos in the house of love that look up to these players. We watch them on Warrior Vision. We're out here on Friday nights. And that's just another one of the ways that the staff and faculty make Warriorville such a special place. They have a Warrior Pal breakfast. I got to be a part of that. My son's Warrior Pal this year is Jackson Ward, so we're really pumped to have the starting running back. Jackson was taking pictures. He was signing, coloring pages, really took his time hanging out with those 2nd graders. And, so my son loves him. All the kiddos love him. And it's a really special thing, like I said, here at Warriorville to have that kind of continuity of family. These boys and girls in elementary school all the way through high school.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, we talked about that last year. We hadn't really had a chance to talk about it this year, but I love that program. And, I mean, those guys will go in. Oh, we're going to have a lot of motion. Flag down, false start against the Warriors. But, yeah, I mean, they'll go in. They'll read books. Like you said, they'll color. I mean, they will just invest in those kids. And, I mean, they're heroes.
Yeah, and it makes them human. It makes them approachable. They see them maybe out on campus somewhere. Yeah,
I love that family aspect of this campus. So Eli with some time, takes off running, going to get hit right as he goes out of bounds.
Not to be outdone, at lunch today with Coach Wayman, he was talking about how they're thinking creatively to get the basketball players involved. You know, the House of Love is covered by the football team, but I really like that about Coach Wayman, thinking about how can he encourage his young men to reinvest. Maybe it's going to be middle schoolers, not quite decided yet, but that's just the culture here, the mentality here at Little Rock Christians. How can you give yourself away, give yourself to the next generation?
Love it. All right, Eli's going to air that out. It's going to be out of reach for where Tristan can get to. But I do like seeing him take the chance downfield. So 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Warriors. 7 minutes, 32 seconds left to play in the game. Adam Cruz, grandparents are watching. So proud of Adam and the Warriors. Let's go, Warriors. So proud of Adam as well. Missed him last week. So glad to see him back on the field this week. All right, 3rd and 7. Here's Eli rolling out to his left, throwing a crossbody. It's going to be out of Tristan's reach, out of bounds. Brings up 4th down. While the punt team comes on, let me tell you a little bit about what's coming up in Warrior Athletics this week. Swim team is getting their season started. They're going to be at Hendricks on Thursday. And then, Stevens mentioned Coach Wayman, but basketball is coming. So girls basketball, blue and white game is this Thursday, 5 o'clock in Warrior Arena. Come out and watch if you can. 5 o'clock, it starts early because they do all age levels. So they'll go from 8th, 9th, JV, varsity. So that's why it starts at 5 o'clock. We already mentioned, let's see, this is Gabe. His punt gets off. He's going to go way over. Nice Warrior bounce.
Friendly bounce.
It's going to be down to around the 14-yard line. We already mentioned football next week is at home against Pulaski Academy Bruins. They'll be here at Warriorville. And then next Saturday, boys basketball is going to start their season against East Stem, and that's going to be a 1 o'clock p.m. game. So please, if you can, come out and, cheer on the girls basketball on Thursday, boys basketball on Saturday. But don't forget, we need you here next Friday night.
Yeah, and hey,
the Bruins.
I'm going to go ahead and say it, Trey. Show up early, park close, make the Bruins fans walk, right?
That was Steven that said that? No, but you do want to show up early because seats are going to be at a premium. All right, here's a little bit of reverse from the Wampus Cats. We got a hold. He did get a flag. He did get a flag. Yeah, this one's going to come back. Unless he just does something. Okay, he marked the holding against the Wampus Cat, so this one's coming back.
That one was just too obvious to ignore, I think. I mean, they're doing their best. I'm just giving them a hard time. Grateful for anybody that tries their best. Right, I can't remember the commercial, Trey, if it was for a car, but it was about the ref that drives home and he goes home to his family dog because that's about the only one that loves him. And these guys are trying their best. They're doing what they can. It's easy from up here to see, what they miss, and so we don't mean to be too hard on them. But
no. We just try to point out what we see. But yeah, we are not on the field. All right, so this is going to bring up again after the holding. 1st and about 14 for the Wampus Cats. So that tells us that the hold was a little bit down from the original line of scrimmage. 10 yards back from where it happened. This can be a handoff.
Great.
DJ Williams.
DJ's having a second half. I mean, he's not quit.
No.
None of these guys have, but he is just daring them to run on that left side because he's Johnny on the spot every play.
Well, and I don't know if you saw off of the play a little bit, CJ was going up against an offensive lineman, and he was giving him everything he could.
He wasn't going to back down. That's right.
Yeah. Awesome job, CJ. All right, got plays coming in from both sides of the field.
Yep. There's a flinch on the left side of the offensive line.
Oh, that was send them back.
Send them back a couple more 5.
Yep, false start. Here we have another text. Shout out to Warrior Boys Senior High Cross Country Conference champs. Good luck at state next week. And yeah, somebody else texted me about that. That wasn't on the calendar that we were given, but yes, they are running in Hot Springs next Friday for the state cross country meet. And I know in years past, and I'm assuming it is this year as well, it's going to be at Oaklawn, which is kind of interesting. No, they do not run on the same track as the horses. It's in the middle. Yeah. There's the whistle finally. Short game. Malachi comes up. Oh. I mean, of all the stuff.
Now he throws the flag. They've been letting it go all night.
Oh, man. All right, while we're waiting on them to get this lined out, we do have one more announcement. If you haven't been out and watched the 9th grade football team this year, you missed out because their season just ended. But this 9th grade football team, they won their game last night. I believe it was at Sylvan Hills. One conference. That completed a 3-year undefeated run.
Wow.
For that class. They have the 30-0 in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
That's amazing. No nights off for them.
No.
Unbelievable.
And so
That's
we will
awesome.
see several, all of the 9th graders that want to can actually dress out with Varsity next week. And, there may be some that get on the field.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's what they dream of. That's what they're excited about. They are future Warriors. And so that's a cool tradition that we have every last game of the year, especially against a big crosstown rival like PA.
Brody coming off the field, and I sure hope he's okay. Brody is such a warrior on that defensive line. I can't tell if he's holding his stomach or if it's a shoulder and he's holding his arm like that, but
EK, Johnny on the spot. Man,
EK
grateful for
meets
her.
him as soon as he gets off the field, and then here comes Chris, too. All right, Wampus Cats line up, 2nd and short. 4:26 left to play in the game. This is their 3rd running back, and he gets through the line, but Gabe Schroeder gets him down. They're going to spot him about the 1-yard line.
Way to go, Gabe. That's some great hustle. No quit.
Gabe is very fast.
And that's what the coaches are looking for, right? I mean, in this point in the game, you're asking yourself who's going to, maybe hang their head and who's going to keep giving their all. And all these boys are hustling, of course, but that's an outstanding play to run him down from behind. That was a fast running back.
Well, and, I love football. I love soccer as well. And, Gabe's a phenomenal football player. But in the spring, come out and watch Gabe play soccer because he is at a next level on that soccer field. Wampus Cats looks there, the hands up. So 3:46, 2-yard run for the Wampus Cats. And they have extended their lead up to 54-17. That was a 2-yard touchdown run. I believe that was number 26, the 3rd running back they've had in the game. 4th running back, I should say, they've had in the game tonight. So 3:46 left to play. PAT is good.
So, Trey, what do you think? What do coaches say to players this week? I mean, you don't have to say anything to get them pumped up about a rivalry game, but you think there's any hangover next week, or what are you thinking when it comes to what do you tell players Monday through Friday getting ready for next Saturday to get this behind us?
Yeah, I think, I think with these coaches, they're going to, first they're going to want to take care of any injuries or anything like that. But as far as mentally, they're going to tell them how proud they are of them. I mean, it's a David versus Goliath thing, when the Warriors play Conway or Bryant. I mean, it just is. Now, that being said, Warriors have fought all night long, and they're not going to give up. And I think the coaches will point that out to them. And I think they'll get them ready for next Friday night, no question.
Yep.
And, like you said, I mean, it doesn't take a lot for them to get up because they're going to be playing against their friends. And, you always want to do well. But And also they're going to remind them, I mean, it has playoff implications next week. So,
Yep.
We're looking at them now and they're down, I mean, it's been a tough night for them. But they know that we are all proud of them. This is Malachi.
Here we go.
Got one man. Going to get caught from behind and taken down.
Great
but look
effort.
at that. 44-yard
Great
line.
effort. He's had a great game all night. A little slow to get up, but pops right up after that. Man, grateful for his effort tonight. A lot of guys still giving 100%.
All right, so here we go. Lennox Smith into the game as a running back, and also Braxton Mayo into the game at right guard. So seeing a few new numbers in. Let me tell you, Lennox, I watched the JV game on Monday, and that kid, he is lightning fast.
Oh, that's great.
If the offensive line opens up a hole for him, he can take it.
Yep.
He can take it to the house. I don't know what kind of holes he's going to see tonight,
Right.
as tired as those guys up front are right now. But yeah, Lennox, he's special, and he's a sophomore right now. Boy, he's gonna be fun to watch the next couple
and
years.
especially next week and in the playoffs to have that change of pace.
Just noticing on the sideline, I've noticed that we haven't seen Dez much this second half, and he is he's out of pad, so hopefully he's okay. There we go, Lennox. First down.
Good first down
Lennox
pickup.
Smith.
Showed a little bit of that speed you're talking about.
If he gets in the hole, he's going to hit it, and he's gone.
Yeah, and if you're a defense who's been bracing for Jackson Ward's impact all game, you're going to be a little timid and get blown right by.
Yeah, I did not see when Dez got hurt. Boy, I hope he's okay.
He's in a shoulder sling.
Yeah. Boy, a freshman. I have to remind myself every time I see him play that he's a freshman.
That's amazing.
So Lennox there, he's going to pick up about 2.
They didn't make freshmen look like that when I was growing up.
But yeah, I mean, to your point, I know these guys, they're feeling down because they were confident. That they didn't like being called underdogs.
Yeah.
So they're hurting right now.
Yeah.
But I just want them to know that we're behind them.
Yep.
We got all the confidence in the world in them. Next Friday night, we cannot wait to see him get on there. Look at
There
Lennox
he goes.
again. Boom!
There you go. Shot out of a cannon.
Wow.
He's going to make them pay attention the whole game.
Oh,
I love
man. And Lennox is and Jackson is too. I mean, Jackson puts in the work in the weight room. Jackson is so strong, but Lennox is the same. They're both just so strong. But yeah, Lennox has that. He has that burst, man. Look at him again.
Slips
Got
a
to the
tackle.
outside. They're going to get him out of bounds, but he's still going to pick up 6.
Yep. Slipped that first tackle. Made the first man miss.
And that is going to be the ball game. So the Warriors, that last series they were picking up yards, running it, but letting the clock go as well. So the final is going to be 55-17. I don't think the score is indicative of the way the game went.
Not at all.
I think our Warriors played like Warriors that they are. Again, we're so proud of them. It brings them to 4-2 in conference. I have to remind myself on the year is let's see, this is the 9th game, so 6-3 on the year, 4-2 in conference, and one more game to go in the regular season, and then of course we got playoffs. So Stephen, thank you so much for being with me tonight.
Troy,
loved having you in here. Appreciate all your insight and your comments and just What'd you think?
Man,
talk
well,
about
first
the guys.
of all, thanks for the invite, Trey. You're a good friend, and it was really great to be up here. Kind of a childhood dream come true. Every little boy, I think, turns down the volume and tries to call a game. So thanks for having me up here, and especially to be a part of something that my family and I love so much, and that's this school, this team. Really proud of these boys, and like you said, I know they'll bounce back. There's a heart of a warrior in each of these guys, and they'll put in the work this week to get ready for PA next week and the playoffs after. It's a tough loss, but there's nothing to hang their head about. I know we're proud of them, and so is everybody in Warriorville.
Yeah. So proud of these guys. Thank y'all for joining us as always. Thank y'all for supporting these guys, whether it's when you're here or whether when you're watching them online. If you know them, their families, reach out to them, just show them your support and just let them know how proud you are of them. We're so proud of them. Love watching them every week. Cannot wait to see them on the field next week against PA and then to see what happens as the playoffs, because we know they're in the playoffs. We just got to see where they go from there. But as always, so proud of the Warriors. Thank you for watching us. God bless you. Thanks for being with us. Go Warriors.